Hey ladies, I'm going to show you how to do this eye look that I achieved with just a couple of our products. So first I started by adding a little bit of the concealer. As you'll see, the rest of my face is not concealed because I always do my eyes first. So first what I'm going to do, I actually started with my first product there, but I'm going to do my shader first. I've been doing this first because I like the blended look that it's been giving me. So I'm going to use my crease brush with a darker color there. That one's a brown color. And I'm going to hit up the crease of my eye. And I'm going to do those windshield wiper motions followed by those circular motions just to really blend it out. Okay. So next I'm going to move on to my lid color, which is actually going to be my highlighter color too, but I'm going to use it two ways and it's going to look different. I'm going to use my refreshed rose water. You can use regular water. I just really like the refreshed. I'm going to mix it up in the cap there, and this is going to be my lid color. It's the same product as what I'll use for highlighting, but when it's wet it adds a bit more shimmer and a little bit of a more complex color. So I love using these mineral pigments wet also. It's a great way to change things up a bit. So I'm just going to get into my lid there all the way up to where my crease was. I'm going to let it dry a little bit. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use one of our colors from the Addiction palette. This is one of the browns from our Addiction palette 1, but you can just go for a slightly darker color for your corner there of your eye. This is just to kind of add that little bit of that smoky effect. So I'm going to use it right in my corner there, go up a little bit into my crease, and then I'm going to start blending out. I have a way of cleaning up my eye when I'm done, but you could use a piece of tape to go from the corner of your eye up towards the end of your brow to kind of catch any fallout and to clean things up. I'm going to go back in with that same wet color. This is actually Sexy if you're wanting to know. The color's Sexy. I'm just going to blend it out a little bit so we don't have that real harsh line. Okay, the biggest thing about eyes is blending, so blended that out a little bit more. And then what I'm going to do, go back and use my Sexy. I just cleaned out my cap there from it being wet. Now I'm going to use it dry, so I'm going to use a different brush and I'm going to put it onto my brow bone to highlight a bit. I'm going to swirl that around and blend everything together. Alright, so I'm going to put that there, and then I'm also going to use this to highlight in the inner corner of my eye. So I'm going to hit that up right there just to kind of bring some brightness into that little area. And then I'm going to go in, I'm going to do my eyeliner next. Sorry, I'm going to clean up my eye first. So this is my technique. Instead of using that tape technique, I like to use the Glorious Face and Eye Primer, and I'm going to use this again later in the video. But for right now, I'm just getting that area again from about the corner of my eye up to my brow. I'm going to take a paper towel and just go ahead and clean everything up. It creates kind of a nice clean line, which is going to help me later on with my my top liquid liner. But I'm going to go with the Precision pencil now. This is in a brown, kind of keeping things a little bit lighter. It's more of a day look. You could do a black if you want. I am personally just keeping this a little bit for a day look. So I'm going to get my waterline there, and then I'm going to hit up and get my top lash line also while I'm there. Now I'm not going to do my lashes in this video because I always save my lashes for last. So this is just focusing on the eye makeup. So I'm going to take that same color I used for my crease and I'm going to use it right in the corner, underneath my eye, and then I'm going to blend it out a little bit. So I'm going to blend with that crease brush just to kind of, again, make a nice smooth line. You could make a nice sharp line if you wanted to, but I like to blend things out. So then I'm going to go in with the liquid liner. I'm still getting a bit proficient with this, but this is our color Powerful. It's a charcoal gray. So I went a little bit lighter than my usual black. So I'm just going to line the top of my eye there, right above my waterline. You don't want to use these on your waterline. And what I'm going to do is kind of follow that, where I cleaned up that whole area. I'm going to go ahead, sorry I fall out of frame a little bit, I'm best to do this by the mirror. But I'm going to hit up right up towards, give that little angle for almost like a little bit of a cat eye look. And I'm going to keep everything thin at the corner of my eye, and then I'm going to gradually bring it to make it a thicker line at the end of my my eye there. And just kind of play around with this as you kind of work with it. Now, after I took a look at it, I kind of saw a little bit of unevenness. I wanted a little bit more of a symmetry and to kind of clean up, to crisp the line. So I'm going to use a Q-tip, and again with that glorious face and eye primer, I'm just going to go in and kind of sharpen things up. Go right in there and create a crisper line. So easy to do, you guys. So that's pretty much how I achieved this look, and I hope that you guys enjoyed watching it, picked up a few tips.